We'll get started. My name is Erica Myers, and I'm the Executive Director for CHAR in North America. We're really excited to have you here in sunny California with one of the most spectacular views I've ever seen from a conference event, and the first ever Vehicle Interoperability Testing Symposium, also known as VOLTS. We're really excited to have you here to join us with funding. CHAR is proud to be the event host for VOLTS, which is supported in large part by the California Energy Commission. And as a result of this investment, VOLTS is one of the largest electric vehicle testing event and conferences to date here in North America, and we're all looking forward to an active and productive week ahead. I also want to welcome our live stream attendees who are joining us from the UK, Texas, Colorado, Illinois, and many other places. So we're really thrilled to have this opportunity to have the live stream today. Before we get started, I wanted to highlight the conference app, which we'll be using to gather your insights and spur productive conversations over the course of the week. We're all here to support the future of electric vehicles, and that requires the contributions and ideas from everyone sitting in this room. If you haven't downloaded the app, please do so now. There's some QR codes that will give you the instructions from both Apple Store and Google Play. So we will use polls, Q&A, and discussion to ask questions, respond to, and contribute ideas, and use this feature with all of our sessions. You have to add, so go to your calendar, so where it says My Events, you can click on the session, get the session onto your screen, and then it will allow you to see the polling questions that we'll be polling up. To get us warmed up with the app, I'd like to know, have you attended an EV interoperability testing and conference event before? So if you go to the welcome remarks, you add that to your session, then you will see the poll at the bottom of the screen, and you can answer yes or no. All right, so we have so far 60% yes. Oh my gosh, it keeps going back and forth. Well, this is great. It looks like right now half and half. So that means we have a lot of new participants here. We're really excited to have you here with this kind of an event, and hopefully we'll see you at future events. So I'd like to move ahead to our agenda slides. If I can, oh, here we go. So the agenda is on your app as well, so feel free to take a look at all the different panels and the speakers. All the speaker bios are also located in the conference app. So if you want to take a look, you can also connect with anybody on the conference app, including the speakers today. I would also like to thank our sponsors. None of this could be possible without them. In addition to the California Energy Commission, I'd also like to highlight our testing event site host, WattEV, who has generously provided their charging depot space at the Port of Long Beach, which we'll all see tomorrow. All sponsor details are also located in the conference app, and please thank our sponsors when you get the opportunity. Next, I'd like to highlight the networking events we have today. So the content shared during these panels are essential, but part of moving forward as an industry is to get to know each other and understand each other's perspectives. So please take advantage of the networking breaks, and also if you're watching virtually, to look up the speakers. You can also connect with their sponsors and reach out to anybody in the industry that you normally wouldn't speak to. Next, I'd like to thank the members of the Technical Advisory Committee. They're an essential part of making VOLTS possible. And I'd like everybody who was on the TAC to please stand up at this moment so we can all recognize you. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you all so much. I'd also like to recognize folks from, the testing event. We'll get to see them all tomorrow in action. And feel free to also reach out to folks that are on this list and ask them any technical questions you might have. If you haven't registered for the testing symposium, you can upgrade your ticket today or tomorrow at the registration desk. And speaking of testing, it's my great honor to introduce our first speaker, Emil Yousafzadeh, the chairman and board member of Watt EV and our testing site host tomorrow. Thank you, Emil.
Good morning. It's a pleasure and an honor for us to have all of you here with us this morning. I hope you've enjoyed your first visit to our sunny Southern California at Port of Long Beach. I would be happy to just share with you a few words about Watt EV and our honor to host this event. We started Watt EV just about less than 3 years ago with a mission to accelerate the adoption of electric transportation, particularly in the heavy-duty sector. And there's no better place to make that possible in the port area. For those of you who are not familiar with our Port of Los Angeles and Long Beach, this area represents the largest port in California, in the United States. There are 20,000 trucks that are registered at the port, so we have a fairly significant amount of heavy-duty traffic. And our plan and mission has been to accelerate that transition in two particular use cases: in the drayage sector at the port and in the middle mile sector. So towards that, we are in the process of building 4 charging stations to serve Southern California. So Port of Long Beach, which you would be visiting, our first site tomorrow, is the first of the 4 sites that we've brought up. The remaining 3 sites would be operational by the end of this year. And the goal is to be in a position to have about 150 Class 8 electric trucks that would be using these 4 facilities by the end of this year. Beyond the first 4 sites that we have in development, we are planning to extend our charging depots into freight corridors going towards Arizona and towards Northern California. Those are things that we have in the plan for the next couple of years. Just to thank some of our project partners, Port of Long Beach, who has been an extremely valuable partner to us, is our landlord at the facility that you will be visiting tomorrow. Their commitment to electrification and zero emission is second to none. Without their help and participation, none of the things that we've done would have been possible. Our partner, Cleantech, has been extremely instrumental and helpful in the construction of our site. You will see firsthand some of the things that they've done in construction of our facility, and they're doing that at our other sites. In particular, I'd like to also thank Southern California Edison. Without their help, we would not have been able to energize our site. They did a fantastic job in a very, very short period of time. I'd like to thank particularly Richard, our account manager, and Shannon, Southern California Edison's representative. They've done a fabulous work, and you would see some of their work firsthand at the site in getting 3 large transformers installed at the site in a very, very short period of time. Just to tell you a little bit about the facility that you'll be visiting tomorrow, we have a total of 13 360 kilowatt chargers installed at this facility with 26 cords. So we're able to charge 26 trucks concurrently. Our vision in Watt EV has always been that we will achieve our goal by accelerating the charging time and reduce the charging period at the session to less than half an hour. And our active involvement is Charin has been in support of the transition to megawatt charging system. So at the facility that you'll be visiting tomorrow, beyond the first chargers that we've installed, we plan to put in the MCS charger. We have 1 unit in demonstration there, and the goal is to have pass-through trucks that would be able to come in with trailers and charge in 20 minutes and be able to carry on with their mission. Finally, before closing my remarks, I'd like to thank California Energy Commission. We're extremely grateful to their support. They've been a key partner to our company's development from day one. We're actually developing a fairly large facility with their support and help in Bakersfield, and a lot of our guidance comes from California Energy Commission, which is both a sponsor of this event and a very big supporter of the vision and the goals that we've set for ourselves. So I'll conclude with my remarks with that, and thank you very much, and hope that you enjoy the sessions today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Emil. We're really excited now to have Hanan Rasool join us next. He's the Director of Fuels and Transportation Division at the California Energy Commission. And again, without the support of CEC, this event would not have been possible. So please join me in welcoming Hanan.
Good morning. My name is Hanan Rasool, and I'm the Director of the Fuels and Transportation Division at the California Energy Commission. The California Energy Commission has a long history of making investments and providing grants to deploy zero-emission vehicle infrastructure. We also ensure equitable access to infrastructure throughout the state for our residents and businesses. Further, we have a long history of providing analytical rigor and data to help us move toward a zero-emission future we all want to see. The Energy Commission is very proud to have awarded a grant to make this event possible. The EV and charging industries have made great strides on interoperability and standardization over the last year, and these types of events today will help to make the industry move forward to ensure that charging is easier than fueling a combustion vehicle with gasoline, regardless of your vehicle model, charger model, or charging network. While promising progress has been made so far, interoperability remains a challenge, especially as customers demand more advanced features, such as plug and charge and bidirectional charging. More fundamentally, and of the utmost importance, we must have a reliable charging experience for all of our drivers in California. Industry collaborations such as this are a great place for public and private stakeholders to exchange new ideas and smooth out implementation of those standards. With the Energy Commission's support, we're making these types of events more inclusive for a broader set of stakeholders and helping reduce barriers to participation. This event is just one of several Energy Commission efforts aimed at making sure we realize the best charging solutions possible. And we look forward to continued collaboration between California and public and private stakeholders. With that, I'd like to welcome everyone to today's events and also give a big thanks to the leadership of Charles Smith and Kyle Pratt, who've led the efforts at the Energy Commission, and especially Jeffrey Liu, who's been really a thought leader for this and made today possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hanan. Next, we would like to recognize one of our most important partners and a critical one, Charin EV. And we'd like to welcome Michael Keller, whose vision is the reason Charin exists. Thank you, Michael, an executive board member of Charin EV, for joining us here today, and we look forward to your remarks.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Erica. And I've also thanks all of these people here on the podium, and also special thanks to the California Energy Commission. And I see Noel here, and a few years ago we have started this idea together with the CEC, now he's for the DOT here, and all the other people supporting that, because we have had from the industry, from the Charin community, already some testings ongoing, some test wells. But this, what we are doing here, is now a private and public cooperation, which is, I think, very important and brings us all forward. And that's also why I'm here, very happy, not only because of Californian sunshine, but also that you are all now here to work together to improve the mobility and the technology of charging for all the different mobilities. And that's exactly what the idea of Charin is. So Charin has the interconnection, let's say, on a technical and regulatory basis between where the renewable energy is needed. So we want to electrify all the different mobility sectors, and therefore we need renewable energy. Without that, it doesn't make sense. So that we have to take care of the technical basis, that charging is possible, fast charging is possible, charging in a megawatt system is possible, but also we have to take care, in addition, that the energy at the time when it's renewable, available, is also being used for mobility. And I think that's then at the end the real ultimate goal we all have to achieve and all we want to achieve with our technology developments. Yeah, and then a short insight of Charan. So Charan is now 8 years old. I was there from the beginning when we have founded Charan with 12 members. And then we had a quite good growth, and also this year we have a big growth, and we see also big demand, not only in the ideas of Charan, but also in the different events and projects and also test wells what we are doing. That's why I see also the potential need for even bigger or even more such events like we have tomorrow, the Testival and the Volts project here, also in the future. What is Charan? The 320 members are from different categories. So you can see here, it's not only that we look on the mobility sector, that's not only that we're looking on the energy sector, it's a whole value chain. And that's, I think, very important that we have aligned all the different industries and all the different sectors in Charan for aligning common positions, common technologies and common ideas, and also that enables us to bring the real issues in real life and in the field on the table and solve it together in this big community. And not only in one region, so we are really globally, what you can see on the left-hand side, we are also very global set up with a lot of different companies also from North America, but all around the globe. Yeah, and here I would like to just to highlight a few things out of this big chart. So it's a bit quite full of different topics, but in the middle you can see the MCS. We've already heard that this is a very important part for the mobility in the truck and logistics business. And that was one of the big things what we have been done as Charan community. So the members of Charan came and said, okay, we need to have somehow new charging standard. Okay, quite a few years ago, and then we have started that. And also one of the pioneers of that, Rastam Kaur, is also here. I've seen him somewhere. There he is. So he was then leading this team, and at the end we had more than 100 companies around the world, even outside of the Charan community, coming into that and supporting the development, so that we had a very quick development on such new standard. I think that's one of the success stories by our Charan and the members of Charan, the community around industry, around that technology. And also to look further, we have also a lot of discussion like yesterday in our workshop, and we will have that in the afternoon sessions about PKI for plug and charge. I think that's a very important feature right now for the customers, but this also enables the technology I've shown on the first slide to bring renewable at the time when it's available to the mobility sector, to the batteries of the cars, trucks, planes, whatever it will be. And therefore we need also their technologies, data exchange, and that's also based on PKIs to make that secure. And that's, I think, is also a very important topic. And last but not least for my speech today is that on the right-hand side you see the certification. So what we do is testing in the testivals, but also to extend that onto a level so that we all know that if we have interoperability tests and we have a certification test on that with neutral certified labs, so that also then you can really rely on that the charger or the EVSE or whatever component you want is then tested to certification, so that then you can say, okay, this is now approved one, and you can ensure in front of your customer that the components are working properly. Yeah, and then I would like to hand over to Oleg, who's telling a bit more about the details. Thank you very much.